Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Connie. Thought I'd come on today to share with you I call it a mini scrapbook layout that I'm working on or going to put together. I don't do these a lot yet, but I'm starting to more. I have an 8.5 by 5.5 inch binder. It's called a half binder, I believe. And it's got the plastic pages, so it fits perfectly. So instead of doing a 6 by 8 page, I've started doing some of these. Um, Part of the thing is I cannot handle the 12 by 12 photo albums anymore. I can't physically manage them. So I've started doing smaller pages. That's part of the reason I started on 8.5 by 11. And then I also am doing this size because quite often I just have one photo. And to be honest with you, I enjoy just picking and choosing pieces and create a layout with it. So first of all, I'll share with you that all of my digital paper, all of my printed paper including this grass because it's on the leaves and I forgot to ink the leaves, so I'm going to quick stop a moment and do that. But it's all printed. It's all digital paper that I printed, so had a lot of fun with that. But let me quick pause the video. I honestly, I got busy and then I forgot to do this. So I'm going to quick ink this. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have got that inked the way I wanted it. Not a lot, but it's good. I'm going to take these layers, these flowers off. They are so incredibly old. I don't even know. I think I know they're mulberry flowers. I don't know if some of them are from Primo, where they're from. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'm sorry. My paper piece I had shared before on my Facebook page. It's from Forever Friends from Marjorie and Steins. It is about 4 inches wide with the grass from edge to edge on the grass, and then it's about, see if I can get a spot where I can tell you better. I think it's about the same. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's say about 4 inches tall, also from bottom of the grass to the top of the ear. So I've got that. This is just a paper punch I used. It's let's see, is it EK Success Fish Scars? Sorry. And this is the paper punch I used. And then for the word spring up here, I used all my mess here. It's I don't know if it has a name, but it's like spring and Easter words, die set from Scrapbook Designs. So I used that. I had a title, but it was going to be too small for me to cut out of with my Cricut, and I just did not feel like doing a print and cut this time. So, and my circles, I did an external offset. So my yellow circle, and it's okay that it's got a dot of green; it'll get covered up. This one is 2.5, and then 0.069 for the external offset. And let's see, this yellow one is a little smaller, it's 2.25. And then whatever height that comes up at. And I picked shapes out of Cricut Design Space and I used the half circle for those. And then my photo mats are 4.25 by 3.25 because I'm going to do a 4 by 3 photo. And then this is 1/8 inch bigger. I just cut these with the paper trimmer. This is a die from my stash, this piece here, that I've had forever. I have no idea where I got it, either Amazon or AliExpress, if they were even open at the time. And then I have this oval, it's a scalloped oval from Design Space. It is cut at 8.5 by 5.25. So, and then this piece is just 5.5 by 8.5. Because I know this will right in my uh, page. I don't have a lot. I'm doing it really weird with my pages for this. Some are I use my fuse tool to cut them down. Some I just seal up if it's, oh, like, so, you get the Christmas cards and they've got a bunch of different pictures and stuff on it. I use it for that. My great nephew's graduation, I used it on that and it just, use the fuse tool to enclose it completely because it's front and back. So, just different things, kind of like well, I guess in a way, a junk journal. I don't know how to explain it, but I love the smaller pages. They're faster to create. I get something done. If I'm not sure what I want to do for a sketch, I will use a card sketch. I've done that. This is actually a sketch from a 12 by 12 layout. I follow Trisha Moore from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs, and she has card and scrapbook sketches. And that's actually where I got this. It's a 12 by 12 layout, and then I just designed it to fit the way I wanted, but it was a starting point for me. That's all I need sometimes. So I hope this inspires you to create something maybe out of your comfort zone, or if you're like me, you don't have a lot of photos, but you still enjoy scrapbooking, something about your day. This is really a fun way to do it. And the photo album, well, it's not a photo album. Uh, the album I got, and I'm almost positive it was called oh, I'm trying to think, what are those, half binder maybe? Because they're 3-ring binders, is what it is. You can get 1 inch or 2 inch. I was going to use it for something completely different, and then that kind of went by the wayside, and so yeah. I've got some pages, I don't have photos in them yet, but some I did some print and cut. Show you just layering these here if I can manage to get them somewhat even. So I did print and cut pieces. Sometimes I will put the pieces right on the plastic, have some little stickers or something I'm using. If you like to make stickers or use ephemera, this is a great way to do it. Also, I have quite a bit of Christmas ephemera I cut, and I don't know if I've mentioned or if you've used the Create a Sticker in Cricut Design Space. That's really nice. Yeah, so I started creating my own ephemera and board pieces with my Cricut, which is pretty easy to do. Now, I have to think about how this all goes. Let me get my flowers glued together before I forget. And I've got the pearls over here for the centers. I could have made my own flowers, don't get me wrong. I just chose not to for this one. I just decided I'm using what I have in my stash to get rid of some of this stuff. I really need to do that. So, as I find myself, and no comment from a couple of you that know I was not going to spend any money on crafts for a while, I find myself though spending stuff that I really don't need, and I'm not using up what I have. So somewhere along the line, I'm missing a flower. It'll be yellow and pink, and there they are. I know I had 2 more. So anyway, back to my rambling. And yes, I ramble. I am. Today I just, well, the last few days I've finished a project, and I just couldn't decide what did I want to do. It's one of those times when I didn't want to do anything. And I thought I got to do something today. So I got up. I'm putting the big one on the top, the big half circle. Got a little bit more room down up there than the bottom when it gets too close to my paper piece. So anyway, I decided to do a scrapbook layout, and I knew with this piece, with that bunny piece, I wanted to do it on a small page because he's a little smaller. I think that's the size he came into Design Space. I'm not sure, or I think maybe I resized it because I was going to do a card, and I decided not to do that. So anyway, I just decided, not knowing what I wanted to do, I started to think about how this is going to go. I just decided to start putting a scrapbook layout together, and my paper is from Scrapbook Gems. Oops, didn't want that to move. Although Betsy, if you use digital paper and print it, obviously, I found the paper that Echo Park uses. I put this on the wrong side. It's Accent, ACCENT, opaque white paper. And no, I didn't. What am I dreaming of? No, it's going to go upside down. And so is this. I did put it on the wrong side. I should be quiet a moment. Anyway, if you're looking for a paper to print digital images, I do recommend this because I printed some paper from digital paper pack from Echo Park that I have, and I can't remember where it might be right now. I was just kind of looking around. Oh, on my last 8.5 by 11 scrapbook paper, some of that. I'm amazed at the vibrancy of this paper, how it prints. It's just, I can't begin to tell you. It's amazing. That's all I'm going to say. Um, yeah. And it's not because Echo Park uses it, it's just the way it comes out is truly that amazing. And it's extremely smooth. I just was, I can't say enough good about it. I'm actually happier with this than photo paper, if you can believe that. Uh, this is 65-pound weight. That's all I found, which is about what I wanted because even for creating ephemera, it's just a perfect weight. So I just thought I would share that with you. Not very often I have something to share, but that is pretty wonderful paper. Even the yellow and the green is. Now where in the world did I put my pencil line? I have a little bit of paper that didn't cut with the, well, I'm just going to go with it approximately where I think I want it. I have a little bit that didn't cut with the paper punch, and honestly, my paper punches are getting so old and so decrepit, kind of like me. Um, I'm going to start, instead of buying paper punches, I I cut everything from an SVG, so I'll start using those. Now that's the top. Okay, and yes, this would be the bottom. And I don't have a clue where the paper pencil mark went. Go figure. The other thing I invested in and I love is my glue press. You can see it here. The My Sweet Petunia glue press. I don't buy very many tools. I don't jump on the bandwagon, and um, shoot, buy too many tools, but I do like this. So I'm not sure what I'm doing here. This is upside down. I'm using I talk too much and I forget what I'm doing. Isn't that terrible? Ugh. Um, get that out of the way. I want to line this up so I know where to line this other piece up. Because this will have to be, okay. I should have probably put them on the page first, but I'm okay. Oh, I'm sorry, the camera's moving and ugh, I'm moving the table and the tripod's going with it basically. There, it still worked. I didn't put it on probably because this has to go on a little curvy vine here, and I'm not sure how this is going yet because the whole thing is going to show on here. I think that's good. Let's see more of it. Let's see. I'm just gluing the top portion of it mostly because that's the rest will get covered up under the photo mat. Sorry, I am a slowpoke. Everything has to be just so much best as I can do it. And there's just enough of a glare. It's not sunny. It's really overcast today, but with the lights on and that glare from the clouds and stuff, it's really difficult to see. Oh, now it's going to stick on me. Truly, some days I'm not sure when I get out of bed, but I get told I have to keep going, so I try to keep going. Okay, I will say I love the bright colors. I was getting really tired of dark red and dark green, even brown for stuff, and my bears and stuff. Even my bunny here on this one, it's not so dull. It's a lighter color. It's just I need some spring and brighter colors for a while. I think it's been a dull winter. I mean, just no sunshine hardly at all. So this will be nice. And I have not sure what I'm going to start for my next paper piece. I have an idea, and then my niece, scared the great niece, scared the bejeebers out of me today. I was going through Facebook when I got up, and I about literally had a heart attack. I knew where she was at, which is no big deal. I don't. They're not my children to worry about, but I was concerned because of where they were at. It's a fairly dangerous place to be. They were rock climbing, and it's how do I say? The rocks are generally wet anyway, and right now with all the moisture, with all the fog and stuff we've had so much, it's going to be really bad. And she's literally out on a ledge with her tippy toes on the rocks, and basically maybe her fingers, like the this part of her fingers, look like hanging on. And depending upon how far up she was, I freaked out. I just, oh my gosh, this child has no fear. She's just like her cousin. Kind of scares me. Let me get this on. I'll quit rambling. We'll get it done. So anyway, I'm looking for. Oh, by the way, no harness, no helmet, nothing. Just and her comment was something about the pair of shoes she picked to where to go um, rock climbing. She told me when I talked to her Friday night that they were either going rock climbing or mudding. Probably would have been safer to go rock climbing, but it's not my business. but I can only imagine what her mother had to say. Kind of trying to figure out where I want my flowers. I'm okay with my bunny going off. Um, Trying to figure out, I gotta get it so I'll probably have to look at it once or twice so I don't get anything, the glue where I don't want it on the photo mat. That's a common problem for me. Okay, so I'm gonna go about to here, and then I know I can go just a little bit here, and I can put a little bit on it because it's gonna go over in here, and I should be good. I do want it to be right at the bottom and over just a bit so it doesn't go off on the edge. Yeah, so that was my excitement for the day. Um, and then I talked to her about it. She'll just laugh about it. I just, I wish I was young again and could do stuff like that. I got a couple leaves. They're not really the best color in the world for what, to match this. Oh, good grief. But that's okay. They'll work. And I'll put my flowers in. And I'll show you one more thing I have for this. I just, I'm not sure I'll be putting it on until I put a picture in there because I might not use them, but I did print them so I can use them for other things. Well, I guess we're going to put some more glue on here. It'll eventually just stick. It's just in the meantime, it doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, the other thing I have, and I haven't cut these out yet, and I know I have to put my centers in my flowers, don't get me wrong, but I have this saying, this page, and I forget where I got it from. I might make it smaller because I can always use these, and depending upon the photo, I might put something here yet. They're a little bit too big here, but, and again, I can always cut this out. So I just want to wait and see what I choose to put in there for a photo. So my little picker thing here. And again, I love all the bright, the vibrant colors. Sorry about that. Um, oh, that wasn't what I wanted. Where did it go? There. But I have to, what am I going to say? Um, See, a lot of it's the paper now. I do not have an expensive printer. I just have a very cheap printer. The other thing I look at when I get digital paper, for the most part, I like it vibrant. When I look at the photo itself online, I like it to be quite vibrant. Now, I have one set that I got. It is not vibrant, but it's okay because of what it's going to be used for. And there are certain um, digital paper creators that I like better than others, and Scrapbook Gems is probably one of my favorite. And if you don't, Paper Piece, she has digital kits that have the clip art right in there. So if you also do digital scrapbooking, or if you like to fussy cut, there's that option. Or she just has the paper kits. So, okay, that is my finished page. pretty wonky, but my I'll say 6 by 8 pages are getting a little better with my creativity. So thanks for joining me. Have an awesome day and take care.